guys in the room, they talk about what kind of leader Adam is, and just having his presence back, what's that mean for your team?
Well, it means a lot for our team. Now's a good time to bring them back into the locker room. Nobody's feeling good about themselves, and we can reflect on what he's gone through as an individual. That's a lot more important than hockey, and it can, in some strange way, he can probably uplift our spirits a little bit. But it was nice to see him out there. He jumped in the middle of the circle for the stretch. We all deeply care about him, so it can be something we can rally around as well. So I'm being a little bit selfish. I'm using him as a motivator tool, but we should also be very cognizant of his family and what he's gone through.
So will he be back in the lineup then against?
We've got to wait and see how he feels. He's been through a lot emotionally. He traveled for 12 hours yesterday, got in real late, hasn't been skating a lot. So we want to make sure he's put in a situation where he can succeed or has a chance to, and that'll be determined by the training staff and Adam himself. We'll see how he feels after the skate.
You're talking that not a lot of people in life have a support group that he has access to, where you come into a room and there's 23 dudes that are there for you. I mean, that's got to be.
Well, that's the unique thing about belonging to a team, and it doesn't matter standings, wins, losses, championships, non. When you're part of a team, your teammates embrace you, they take care of you. It doesn't always have to be tragic. It can be something little at home, maybe with your kids, or a parenting thing. Growing up and being able to look across the room and find a mentor in the room. That's what's so tremendous about sport and being part of a team, and we're fortunate to be a part of it.
Todd, shifting to Arizona, they're on a 3-game win streak currently, but they've allowed 35 or more shots against in their past 3. What do you do to just limit and contain their successful streak here?
Well, we've got to play a better game than we've been playing the last 5 in all areas, aspects, from the goaltender on out. And right now they're getting superb goaltending. They've been able to count on Ranta to close the door when they have some breakdowns. But they're also playing with a newfound energy and a team energy that's a real positive one right now. And give them credit for battling and putting a win streak together. It's our job now to respond and try and stop that.
Was Montoya okay?
He's being checked right now. Obviously, it was at the end of practice, and we haven't had much time. But he did take a pretty tough shot up high, and we'll know more in the morning. Is probably the best way to say it.
Just kind of a follow-up on that one. When you're struggling and the other team's feeling good about themselves, that first 5 to 10 minutes, is that almost like a game within itself to win that battle first and see where it goes?
Well, I think it's that way every night. It doesn't matter who's struggling and who isn't. We haven't been successful in that area of the game, and we've talked a lot about it. We've adjusted. We've tried to change things, and last night in Vegas, it wasn't the first 5 minutes that cost us. It was some details after that cost us. So that was a step in the right direction as far as starts go. But in this building, with the way they're feeling, we'll want to come out and play well early.
Your goaltending decisions then a little bit up in the air depending on what you get?
We had a tentative plan, but we'll see what we get from the health report.
Johan Vitu, got a quick look at him. He sat forever. What do you think of him in the brief window that you've had?
I think he's come in and applied himself well. It hasn't been easy for him to, to sit out and to watch. But he's come in. He skates well. He moves the puck well. His defending is getting better. It's a tougher time of the year to come back in. We talk about Sekera being out for a long time and having to adjust. Johan's the same way for different reasons, but I think he's applied himself well. He's played fairly confident, and he's had a good energy to him.
Keegan Lowe, is it more difficult to bring a player in when you're struggling, or is it more difficult when you're winning? Or is depending on time of season?
Players that are brought in are usually brought in at this time of the year because of injury, and losing Lars and having a back end that's beat up a little bit. Keegan's earned the right to be up here now. Does he play? Doesn't he play? That's probably the question that you want to ask, and you're not asking me. But when you have guys like Avitu, who's been here all season, I'm not going to go by Johan to put Keegan in. He's been here, he's practiced, he's worked hard. He deserves the opportunity to play. He's been here with his teammates all year. That doesn't mean that Keegan won't play. That doesn't mean that Keegan isn't capable of playing. It's just that when you're building a team and you're trying to do what's right for the team, you give that soldier that's been sitting there, you give him his opportunity and you don't go by him.